Welcome to live chat. I think we made it. Let me reboot something here and see if I can make something do a thing. Oh, kids, we're making breakfast pizza today. I've talked about this, honestly. I feel like I've talked about this for years. I haven't made this in a long time. At least not on stream. Actually, I don't think I've ever made it on stream. I usually don't do my secret recipes on stream. This is definitely a secret recipe. All right, here we go. Got the laptop streaming chat. We've got the mirrored up to the kitchen TV for dual amazing catch all the comments. Try not to film all my dirty house. I just realized there's a pair of dirty socks right there. Oops. We're going to be cooking the breakfast pizza in the lower section. I got up early today to start the fire. We're in the low section of, look right there, we got a little in the yellow. Gotta get a little warmer. Hope I don't break anything as I spin the camera around. The kitchen table is lacking cleanliness and organization, so we're going to try not to film the kitchen table too much. It's one of my special gifts that I have that I just keep making a mess of everywhere I go. All right, here we go. Since I had to wake up extra goddamn early to start the stove, I'm already 1 cup in. And that's fine. You could be 1 cup in. I made an extra cup today. Let's I think I'm gonna have to get a new phone. Filming with my iPad is just not as convenient as you may think it is, although it does a better job. I don't know what it is about my phone that won't connect to the internet when I try to stream. It's kind of garbage, to be perfectly honest with you. So the basic gist of this breakfast pizza is we're going to take crescent rolls. We're going to line this pan to make the crust of the pizza. We're going to cook up some mild pork sausage because that's what we like. We're going to use some of these. Well, welcome to the Trump era. These this is about $10,000 worth of eggs right here because these are the free-range organic, non-GMO 5, no antibiotics, raised on a small family farm. Processed with solar energy. Like, this is a meme almost. Like, is this real? This is such a meme they had to have an extra piece of paper added to it. Actually, let's look inside and see if they're all in there. Oh shit, they're even brown. They painted them brown. So we have the world's most expensive eggs because nothing but the best on this channel. Now, this is where it gets a little challenging. There's 2 versions of this recipe. Hold on, let me get the recipe book out. I don't have the book out yet. Hold, please. Oh God, please be this one. Nope. Oh God, where is it? Nope. Oh, I'm struggling. I do not know where my cookbook is. It's got a bound edge, doesn't it? Oh, my God, I lost my cookbook. Ah, terrible stream. Worst stream ever. I literally don't know where that cookbook is. Oh, here it is. It got tucked in. All right. So we're gonna censor the uninnocent. I had a family member make this cookbook. This is probably the greatest cookbook in the history of the world. This is all recipes from a very social person who how do you describe it? A very social person from the South who collected a lifetime of the best recipes from their acquaintances. Oh, wait, hold on a second. What do we got here? Hey, Jeremy, how am I? Oh, I'm pretty good. So we're gonna. Here's one of the recipes. So with 1 pound crescent rolls, frozen loose hash browns. I do have those on hand. Cheddar cheese, 5 eggs, milk, salt, pepper, cheese, Parmesan. I don't know if I have any of that. The other version of this. Oh, please. I got it on my phone, I think. If I can give away all my private information here. The other one is 1 pound pork, crescent rolls, 1 less egg. I think you might have actually requested the breakfast pizza live stream there, Jeremy. Milk, pepper, and shredded cheddar cheese. I think we might do a. I don't know. I'm torn right now because I do have the hash browns. Hold on, hopefully. I got the browns. But you know what I really like? I like really crispy hash browns. So I'm kind of torn right now about do I put hash browns in with this? I mean, it's kind of a filler. What I might do. Here's my crazy thought. I might do just the 4 eggs, even though this one here is like VIP. 5 eggs and hash browns. I might do 4 eggs and hash browns. How's that sound? Anybody think that's a good idea? Let's see what happens. I'm gonna put these down. I don't know how it is. Part of me thinks maybe I should not do the hash browns because my oven, God bless my oven, the wood fire stove, it's probably not going to make to the prescribed 400 degrees. Which, when you're a little less than 400 degrees and you're cooking shit that's frozen, you may end up with like. Well, I'm going to cook the sausage on the pan. So let's cook some sausage. Here we go. Let's cook some sausage. Oh man, do you think kids in the future will be like, what do we got here? 1 pound, $3.23 for ground pork sausage. It's like, so this is called butcher paper, right? Did you know that? Did you know that the original butcher paper was, what color was it? Anybody know what color the original butcher paper was? Shout in the comment if you know what color the original butcher paper was. Anybody? We're gonna have a little history lesson here. If you know what color butcher paper was originally, shout it out in the comments. We're getting every little scrap of this out, kids. Man, that's enough scraps. It's like right now I'm struggling to remember. There's like two kinds of butcher paper in life. There's brown butcher paper and there's white butcher paper, right? Anybody know that? Where did you buy the ingredients for the breakfast pizza? All right, well, most of this stuff is coming from a grocery store called Fairway. It's a pretty good grocery store. They got reasonable prices. They don't waste their efforts on other things other than groceries. It's just a grocery store. You don't go there and buy tennis shoes. You just buy groceries. Not open on Sunday because of the owner / operator / board or whatever decided they wanted to have their employees have at least one day off, which I can respect, other than when I want to buy something on Sunday, and then I'm like, what the hell? So it's like, I don't know, does that make them like not as evil as some? I gotta work on not filming the back of my right arm. I've been filming the back of my right arm a lot lately. I've been watching my videos and like, going, why am I filming the back of my arm? All right. Since we're doing butcher paper content, let's Google this. I do like having my phone in my hand, so we can like get to the bottom of these mysteries. Actually, let's do this. We'll do the voice. Oh. What color was the original butcher paper? Okay. Not doing a very good search. Oh my God! It gave me a searcher about an album. How weird is that? All right. So here we go. The original butcher paper was originally brown. See? But now it's available in colors white, pink, and black. Okay. You want your mind blown? Everybody ready for their mind to be blown? The reason that butcher paper was originally brown, are you ready for this? You're gonna lose your mind. This is true. I'm not making this shit up either. Butcher paper was originally brown because original butcher paper was made from processed linens, a type of cloth. And the linen cloth that was used for butcher paper came from Egypt because it was wrapped around mummies. That's true. Did you know that? They used to pull mummies out of the ground, unwrap them from the linen cloth they were wrapped in, and process it into butcher paper. That's a true story, kids. And it started freaking people out when they found out their stuff was wrapped in dead mummy wrappings. So then they started bleaching it because it was brown because it was old dusty mummy wrappings. I'm not making that up. That's a true story. Why does my sausage look so flat? What am I doing wrong here? Awful flat looking chunks of sausage. That's fine. It'll all cook the same. And how do I know that? I have no idea how I know that. But I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, the question was, do you turn the heat on the stove? Yeah, I'm cooking this on a 3 to 4 right now on the stove. This is a butcher paper story. Many of my subscribers don't know I'm a useless repository of useless information. I have more unusable facts in my mind than any person has the right to have. Now, why did this all go flat? I have flat chunks of sausage in here. It's kind of, because I smashed it down. I should have used my fancy meat smasher. All right, so I feel like the internet. Now I'm going dog free for a while, bud. Dog is a full-time job. That doesn't pay very well. All right. Here we go. Back to the questions. Question. Was butcher paper originally made from the linens off mummies? Oh, see? Mummy paper was the paper claimed to be made from the linen wrappings and other fibers, papyrus, from Egyptian mummies imported to America in 1855. The existence of the paper has not been conclusively confirmed, but has been widely discussed. Yeah, I bet. Well, it's not fake news. You know, like, oh my God. You know what they also do with mummies? This is crazy too. They used to take mummies and shove them in the burners of locomotives like cordwood to run trains. Did you know that? Because it wasn't just pharaohs that got mummified in Egypt. Regular people did too. And there was lots and lots of people, because that was a long time. They had piles and piles of mummies in Egypt. True story, kids. Imagine that. Why do I know that shit? Oh, crazy. The mummy. Alright, sausage is cooking, that's good. Alright, here we go. We've got a couple, somehow I got sloppy on my coffee there. Today we were supporting the world's okayest employee. Okay. Oh man, what are we going to talk about this week? Feels like it was another just absolute crazy one. What's the thing that's going on right now that people are losing their mind over? The 300-year-old person on Social Security. I hope someone gets to the bottom of that. I think I have an understanding of what's going on there, and people will probably get real mad about it, but I distinctly remember at one point in my life, once again, reading a historical account of a famous person, and somehow in the book they were talking about, this is a paraphrase, there are times in America's history where they do things for individual people because of who they were and what they did. And this now we're not, sorry, interrupting. The question was, are we making pizza dough? No, we're using croissants. We're going to use croissant dough as the pizza dough. Anyways, the book was saying basically there was still a person alive collecting benefits from like the Civil War, and they're like, well, how is that possible? But it was like a Civil War general that got remarried when he was super old, and his daughter was super young, and somehow the benefits got passed down to the child. So I think that's probably what some of that crazy, like, you know, these 120, 30-year-old things is like, there's survival benefits that are like super odd cases. I mean, how does it work? If you're a human and you're another human, and then you get a legal marriage, right? If one of the persons worked their whole life and the other one didn't, this person paid into Social Security, and then this person dies, this person collects the Social Security benefits, correct? Okay, now this is the person who never worked in their life, and they're collecting Social Security benefits. If they remarry, and they marry someone who's never worked in their life, and then they die, do they collect the Social Security benefits? How does it work? Does anybody know? Like, I'm thinking about getting married to a 100-year-old. Collect some Social Security benefits real quick here. But I don't really know, but I think that's, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some lying and cheating, but I think some of that is some weird shit like that. Like, if you saved a baby from a well, they might give you something benefit. And they try to figure out. I'm sure there's some stuff that's under the table. It's like, all right, you know, you're the secret agent that saved the world from some atomic whatever. We got to help you out, and they write you a little special note. They just pay you through social. I'm sure there's that too. I mean, man, that's got people talking. Like, was it 20 million people over 100 and something years old? That's a lot of people. I mean, I'm not saying you can't live to 100, but man, that's a lot. Just standard stuff. Just standard old stuff there. Just the old regular centurion fucking people living for forever collecting Social Security benefits. I guess. While it is extraordinarily entertaining to watch people absolutely lose their minds, I mean, I do get some chuckles out of that. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like watching a car crash. You know, have you ever drove past a car crash and not looked? I mean, it's kind of impossible. And to watch people just lose their mind over, you know, people pointing out like illegal shit and corruption, just as like the irony and the hilarity of the meltdown. My favorite one going on right now is so there's a thing called virtue signaling. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this. When you do things just so other people will think that you're amazing. So for a while, if you wanted to demonstrate how much better you were than like the average individual, you would do things like buy an electric car, thus proving your superiority over others. Another thing you could do potentially would be get solar panels to prove that you're better than everybody else because you care more. That's been going on for a while. And then at one point, and you got to rewind the clock a little bit. For a while, the electric cars kind of sucked. I mean, they really kind of sucked. Because they kind of still do suck, but some are better than others. And then the old Tesla car company got going, and then eventually, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this. Elon Musk did not start Tesla. Did you guys know this? Tesla was started by somebody else. He just got involved, and then he took it over. Anyways, eventually Tesla kind of got their electric car thing figured out a little better than everybody else, and that became like a social status symbol. Like, do you have a Tesla? Oh, yes, I have a Tesla. See how much better than I am? And if you're young, you don't remember, like, when Teslas first started coming out, like, when you saw your first Tesla, you probably remember. I remember where I was when I saw my first Tesla. I was buying some steel from the local steel manufacturer, and the guy that owned the steel plant drove a Tesla. And I saw it parked in the alley, and I was like, holy shit, that's a Tesla. I remember to this day. Just like the first time I saw a Cybertruck driving down the highway, I was like, holy shit, it's a Cybertruck. I know exactly where I was when I saw it. It's like, well, that's nuts. Anyways, these people, some of them anyways, by the way, if you want to buy a Tesla, now's the time. You probably get a good deal and use Tesla. Because it's been determined that you are an evil, hateful person if you have purchased a product made by the Tesla Corporation. Bad man. Bad man. Bad Rocket Man. Tesla Rocket Man bad. So there's all these videos on the internet of people like, man, I kind of love my car because Teslas are pretty cool. I've been in a couple of them. And they're pretty neat. I mean, I don't know if they'd be for me, but they're pretty cool. I actually got to drive a Cybertruck once, and I got to drive a Plaid, which was the fastest version of a Tesla that was out at the time, and it was crazy fast. I mean, toe-to-toe with basically anything on the planet fast. So now, but it's evil bad if you drive a Tesla. So there's probably going to be some Teslas for sale. So people are like going around spray painting people, like they're vandalizing people's cars because of an evil rocket man looking into the corruption of our unelected bureaucrats, which is ironic because he's an unelected bureaucrat looking into seeing what the unelected bureaucrats have been doing. I mean, the circular logic there is so circular, it's actually going in a spiral, I think, forming a tornado Venturi effect. Here we go. Croissants. Air fryer ready. Well, that's a fact. 8 rolls. These are still fun to work with. I think they've invented what's called sheets to like make it easier to cook because the croissant people realize people start doing what I'm doing. That's fine. I don't mind a little manual labor. All right, this gets a little wild because this is going to explode here in a second. They say push it with a spoon, see? Press spoon until seal breaks. I like to just like whack it on the... Oh god, it's going to pop. It's going to make me jump. Spoon! Incoming! Oh god, here we go. Is it in the shot? Oh, there it was! It scared the shit out of me. Alright, hold on. Do you like the house? Like my house? Yeah, that's where I live. It's okay. It's not the greatest house, that's for sure. It's not what I'm used to, although I guess it is what I'm used to since I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere else. But, whatever. Here we go. We're going to lightly unroll the croissant dough. See what we get here. Oh, man. We're going to go... We're going to go up on the end here. We're going to go up on the side there. And then we're going to take the extra and then patch. Does that sound like a plan? So we're going to have to patch. We're going to have to patch over here with this here extra. Let's get a patch tool out. Here we go. Like a surgeon. Like a surgeon. Whoa, whoa, like a surgeon. Here we go. We're going to kind of just stretch her out a little bit. Put that curl to the top for extra doughiness. Nothing but good things can happen here. Nothing but good things. All right, I'm going to pull a little bit. Some of these here seams could use a little extra, and I got a little extra here, so we're going to cut some little strips. And we're going to fill the void. There we go. Fix the void. You guys remember the Domino's Pizza commercials? Avoid the noid. Okay, we're going to avoid the noid by fixing the void. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh, yeah, all the corruption. Yeah. Shit's wild. So, yeah, there's people... So, back to... So, I literally saw a video of a guy who's like, someone sprayed a horrible graffiti on my car. And then the guy was like, but I understand why he did it. Because, you know, Rocket Man's bad. And it's like, all right, well, so you... People are wrecking your personal property, but you can understand it and you're okay with it. He's like, yeah, I bought a bumper sticker that says reasons is what the bumper sticker said. And it's like, I don't know exactly if you realize who you're dealing with when it comes to people that are vandalizing personal property for, you know, corporations' ownership reasons. Like, you might not have a full grasp of the situation that you may or may not be in currently. But it's, you know, it's fun to watch. It's like, I mean, I'm trying to think of the equivalent without sounding like a person who's going to lose their YouTube channel. I've seen situations where there was going to be potential civil unrest in parts of the country, and then people who are anticipating the civil unrest will put a sign out declaring themselves to be of similar ethnic background of the presumed civil unresters, to let them presumably know that they should not loot and burn their store. And it's like, That shit's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not for burning anyone's store down, but can we get equal burning of stores? If we're gonna burn stores, can we burn everybody's store and not do it based on whatever reasons that people think they're? I mean, I'm kind of joking there, but like, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild stuff. Anyways, yep, it's a hate crime to own a Tesla now. I think it's just like, what? I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't buy a Tesla, but that's just me. Man, there are some people that are losing some sleep over it. I think they're losing sleep. There are people losing sleep. I don't know if you know this or not. They are losing sleep. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, how are these people? I can only assume that they have contracts that are being canceled. That's, you know what I mean? Like, you only yell when it's you getting affected. So, like, how are these people getting affected? Like, how are these regular human beings who are not in the bureaucratic system getting so mad about the corruption in the bureaucratic system? Like, is it their checks being, like, you know, I thought about making a joke video that said, oh man, my application to USAID got canceled. I was going to buy a Tesla and then make a video about me selling the Tesla with my USAID check, and they canceled it. It's like, that's like the joke, right? It's like, I mean, how are you? Okay, good times. What was the other one I heard that's like absolutely hilarious? I heard there was a rumor that all the money that they found that's been essentially stolen, that's a polite way of saying it, the stolen money, they were going to like maybe potentially write checks back to the, this is where it gets good. Are they going to write checks back to the citizens or the taxpayers? Oh, that could get ugly. That could get real ugly. Imagine the screaming that would happen if they wrote checks only to the taxpayers. That could get wild. I'm just saying. That could get really crazy. Let's get a bowl out. Do some mixing in. We're gonna crack some eggs. I don't trust these free-range organic hippie eggs farther than I can throw them. So we're gonna crack eggs into a container and then do you like making live streams? Yeah, it's pretty fun. You like the live stream? Well, I'm glad you're here. You're making this live stream a little more interesting. All right, here we go. Let's bring up that recipe and see what it says to do. In a large skillet, crumble over medium heat to an olive pink. Unroll the dough to the bottom of the pan. Oop, that didn't work out right. Half inch up the sides, lightly grease the baking pan. Ooh, didn't do that. Well, that's a disaster. Large bowl, beat the eggs, milk powder, pour over sausage, sprinkle with cheese. Okay. Well, I didn't grease the pan, so it's probably never coming out. That's fine. Instructions are for rule followers. It'll still taste the same, whether it's burnt into the pan or not. Alright, so I don't know with these healthy eggs if they're harder to crack or how this works. I'm going to go egg into here. If it's not a rotten egg, there. Because I can only assume when they're fancy, expensive eggs, they're probably more going to be rotten. Is how else would it work in life. First impression, shell is made out of material that I'm not used to. That is a extraordinarily hard shell. That I can only assume actually was painted brown. I don't know if I can prove that, but it feels like they were painted brown. I feel like these are the kind of eggs that you would buy if you were currently selling a Tesla. Does that make sense? I don't think weak, potentially communist individuals could crack those eggs. I don't know how that would work. They're tough eggs. Oh well, here we go. And that's a healthy chicken egg. There's no get around that. I just feel like I'm cracking just going to do 4 because we don't know what the state of the chicken egg features is going to be. Yeah, I'm struggling to get these things cracked. Like, they are tough. Oh, I should have used my new egg cracker. God damn it. That'd have been the most virtuous signaling egg cracking video ever with a brand new 12-pack of full hippie eggs. People would have just been like, dude, your eggs are such progression in your egg selection. I'm so impressed. Here we go. Truth be told, those are the same price eggs as regular eggs for a reason that nobody on the planet knows. I assume what it is those fancy eggs got their prices lowered because no one's buying the expensive eggs, and they lowered the price of the fancy eggs to the crazy expensive price of the cheap eggs because the cheap eggs are too expensive, and if you don't buy expensive eggs when they're cheap, they just have to throw them in a garbage can, is what I'm assuming is happening, but I don't know that for a fact. Your experience could vary. I believe we got to put a little moo juice in there. Moo juice of, well, this was a 1/4 cup milk. The other one was like 2 tablespoons, I think. That's quite a bit of difference there. 2 tablespoons versus a 1/4. We're going to do this. You ready? We're going to do what's called a chef splash. There we go. We're doing that much milk. Don't know what that was, but we're doing it. Ooh, I think I do have Parmesan cheese. I just looked in there and saw some. Alright. Milk is mooing. We got moo milk. Let's make sure we got all our croissants extra hammered in so it never comes up. We need some pepper in here, I heard. Let's put some pepper in it. Is the live stream cutting out? Oh, I don't think so. I mean, that's what I'm seeing right now. It's pretty spot on my end. I don't know if you're having a live stream connection issue. Mine seems to be going crystal clear. I used to have problems with the old live stream with the old cell phone. That thing was not a great streaming device. All right, let's try a piece of sausage. See how salty it is. I got a feeling I don't need to add any salt. Oh, call me crazy. You're crazy. We're gonna hybrid this thing. When was I supposed to put the cheese in? I know there's supposed to be cheese on this thing. One of the problems I have when I measure my cheese out is I start realizing that I eat too much cheese because whatever a recipe says the amount of cheese is never what I want. It's always like, that's not enough cheese. Hopefully I put my sides high enough. Oh, good. Hope I didn't over milk the liquids to make the levee break. Try to get your sausages. That one's not leveling out, so we're just going to eat it. I will say, that is some top-notch sausage right there. Let's check how's the oven doing? Oh, I can't even read my eyes. Hold, please. All right, we got to shut the oven down. It is 450 degrees. That's too hot. We have achieved overheating in the oven. I guess you can open it up a little bit. Oven, you're too hot! Oh God, this ain't gonna work. Okay, here we go. What happened to the old phone you use for live streams? I saw, well, it's right here. It's right here with the bamboo case, because that's fancy. Welcome to my world. I have a wooden case on my phone because that's who I am. I got a bamboo case on my cell phone. Alright, so are you ready for this? Because these eggs are so precious. We're going to use a spatula. We're going to scrape every little bit. I should have scraped the inside of those eggs out. That's what I should have done. to get the maximum amount of eggs out. Waste not, want not when it comes to free-range super eggs. I'm surprised they didn't name each egg after the... It's like, well, this egg was laid by birth of a chicken, and it had to turn into a chicken. We would have named that chicken Paul. That's Paul the egg. Oh my God, I'm eating Paul. Paul, thank you for your service in the construction of my breakfast. I don't know when the cheese was supposed to go on. I was probably supposed to mix the cheese in there. I think I screwed this up. That's fine. What does the recipe actually say? Sprinkle with cheese. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going to sprinkle it with cheese. Sprinkle dinkle. Now, the one recipe called for Parmesan. I don't know how that would work at this point. I feel like I'm about to make an executive decision and add hash browns to this. Does anybody else feel like that might be a good idea? Let's do it. Only because the current rate of the oven is a bajillion degrees, and when the oven is a bajillion degrees, you achieve burnt. And I don't know when yeah. This is not a how-to video. I promise you, it's not. This thing says add a cup. Well, I don't have a cup out. I have a 3/4 cup. Let's do a 3/4 cup. See what happens. Oh man, that's gonna a few more. We gotta get these things tucked in here. We gotta get it evened out. Even those spushed potatoes out. Get them in there. I was just gonna add just a little filler. Something more for your belly. I think the general idea is maybe the potatoes cost less, allegedly, than the sausage does. If you're trying to feed a bunch of people, it's kind of like adding beans to things. Beans are less expensive than beef. So you add beans with your beef and you get more out of it. Is anybody, are people aware of this? All right, let's get it spread out. Equal distribution. We don't want to say, oh man, all I got was potatoes. I ain't getting sausage. I got potatoes. This is ridiculous. This is feeling distributed equitably. Oh God, that's perfect. Next, it's cheese o'clock. Are you streaming on a new phone? No, I'm streaming on my iPad, dude. I wish. You're going to have to start donating money if you want me to buy a new phone, because that's just how that's going to have to work. The current phone I have is so goddamn expensive that it has to last me, like, I don't know, 20 years. I can't just willy-nilly fancy phones. Doesn't work that way for me. When I buy technology, I never buy the mediocre technology. I always wait. Well, I shouldn't say this. When I buy a piece of technology, I buy the best version that is available on planet Earth, and then I use it until it no longer works. I know that's a controversial philosophy. Some people don't believe in it. Some people are, oh, you just buy a medium version and then just sell it, buy another one. It's like, oh yeah, just keep buying stuff over and over and over. Perfect, good plan. What's it like to be a debt slave? I mean, come on, dude. Who could afford to do that shit? Or who would want to be able to afford that shit? I would never want to be able to afford that. That sounds terrible. All right, here we go. Did we miss anything? I feel like that's everything right there. Eggs, milk, pepper, cheese, rolls, sausage. Check. Added hash brown. What does this one say? Sausage, rolls, pack, cheese, eggs, milk, salt, Parmesan cheese. What's to do with the Parmesan cheese? Sprinkle Parmesan cheese all over. In the skillet, cook the sausage, drain off the fat. Sorry, let me press in. Oh, this says ungreased, so I'm good there. Press over the bottom side up, crust. Spoon over sausage, sprinkle with potatoes, top with cheddar cheese, bowl, milk. All right, let's put some Parmesan on this thing. What the hell? Oh man, this is sad. My sad Parmesan. Look at how much Parmesan that was, and I'm down to like Sadville. I'm in the sad zone. So sad. It's one of the downfalls of the bulk purchase. Is when you get to the end of the bulk purchase, sadness ensues. Speaking of sadness, you know what happened to me the other day that made me so goddamn sad? You ready for this? This is an insight into my life. So, for reasons I don't quite understand, when I go to Sam's Club, and I've tamed myself with this just because I have a lifetime supply. When I go to Sam's Club, everything at Sam's Club is expensive. Oh, please. For a bunch of years there, I'd go to Sam's Club and I'd walk the aisles and be like, what do I need? What do I need? And if something was on sale, I'd be like, oh, I gotta buy something. I use that. And for reasons I don't quite understand, I kept buying dishwashing detergent. Because, like, I don't know, at Sam's Club, the dishwashing detergent is one of the less expensive things that I buy there. And for some reason, I'd be like, oh, sorry, juice. We got kiwi strawberry here. Flavored with apple juice blends from concentrate and added ingredients. Well, let's see what it mainly is. What's it mostly? It's water, apple juice, pear juice, arona berry juice, grape juice, kiwi juice, and then strawberry juice. Okay, so it's basically not kiwi juice or strawberry. Gotcha. It's pear apple. Welcome to pear apple. Anyways, I kept buying dishwashing detergent, powdered dishwashing detergent. And unfortunately, I looked into this because for a while, dishwashing detergent was actually made good, and they made a rule that says you couldn't put the stuff in there that made it work. I didn't stock up on that stuff, unfortunately. But I got like probably 3 lifetimes of powdered dishwasher detergent in my life. I have boxes and boxes and boxes of shit because I kept buying it. I don't know why. Which isn't really the greatest thing to stockpile. Because eventually, powdered dishwashing detergent turns into a brick. So this is what I have to do. I have to take my powdered dishwashing detergent, that's a brick, smash it with a hammer, repowderize it, and put it in another container. And I had one of them plastic tubs that hold like Tide Pods or whatever, had a flip-up lid. I've been using that thing for decades, or at least a decade. I got a measuring spoon because I figured out a long time ago, if you measure your powder, you will never have over powdered in your thing. So I have a measuring spoon. The other day, I was doing dishes, got the thing out, the door was open, I went to put it back in, I hit the bottom of the container with the corner of my cabinet, and I poked a hole in my powdered container tub, and I'm like the saddest person on the planet Earth right now because it had a little flip lid that was good, hold the spoon good, it was the most amazing thing, and now it's like totally broken, and I'm sad, and there's literally dishwashing powder all over the floor. When's baseball season starting? Oh, God. I'm sure it's probably going right now someplace. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to break this real quick. We're going to open the door. Hold, please. Oven is really hot right now. It's too hot. It's sitting at like 450 degrees, which is going to suck. Here we go. Breakfast pizza pan cam. Can I get this thing tipped without... Here we go. I took the stone out because I don't think you're supposed to put glass on stone. Please don't shatter. And good luck! This is not an old man's job, by the way. I'm on my hands and knees now. The bottom is at Fahrenheit 225. The top is at Fahrenheit 475. That's because the firebox is there. So we might get a golden brown melt on the top. Hard to tell. It's a medium heat, near 250 at the bottom, which is a little low, but I think it's going to be fine. That's part of the fun about cooking in a wood stove is like, you just don't know how it's going to turn out. Anything could happen, literally. I mean, so close to anything that it's like, it's hard to describe how much anything could happen. What do we got here? What mowers they use to mow the lawns of the baseball stadiums? I assume it's one of them roller style that has a roller that gives you the. I'm not sure how into decorative grass striping you're into, but in the lawn mowing world, when it comes to decorative striping, the striping is achieved by using a roller after it's mowed, and it presses the grass down, and it makes the light reflect. So you press the grass this way, and then you press the grass that way, and it makes different color stripes. And I'm pretty sure striping is pretty big in baseball. They use striping machines that have rollers. Fun fact about baseball stadium field grass is back in the good old days, and everything was just normal, like when it wasn't like hyper everything, like hyper lawn mowing and hyper coffee and hyper tennis shoes. They didn't always mow the yard, the outfield very good, so the outfielders would hide baseballs in the long grass. And they did it for quite a long time until like they started getting more than one baseball being thrown back to home plate. And then the gig was up. Then the gig was up. That's a true story, kids. I don't know what to do now. Like, at this point, I'd be eating. I guess we could turn the camera around. I can yap my lips for a little bit while my breakfast burns. Let's see. Dude, golf courses close first maintenance. I don't know. I have no idea how that works. Here we go. Oh, bunch of weirdos looking in my cabinets. Nope. Nope. And nope. Oh, and another nope over here. All right, for fun. Let's just read some shit for fun. Here we go. Eyeglasses down because I can't see through my glasses to read anymore because I'm old. Here we go. You guys ready? Just for fun. 50 billion in fraudulent entitlement payments. 50 billion. 230 million for a floating pier in Gaza. That sounds like a good idea. 4 billion in NIH admin fees. National Institute for Health administration fees. What do we got here? How long does it take to make the pizza oven? Ooh, let's take a look. Is it burning? I don't know. I don't know how long it takes. Get the book out here. Breakfast pizza, 25 to 30 minutes. Let's set a timer. That seems like a really long time. It's gonna be a long stream today, kids. Let's do 15 minutes and then check on it. I mean, the NIH does need administration fees to be paid. I mean, I don't know how many people work there, but $4 billion seems like a lot. 516 million in DEI contracts, Office of Personal Management. That seems like a lot. My favorite is, can you make a live stream longer? Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna live stream this until the pizza's done. Sorry, so that's gonna be up to like 15 to 20 minutes longer. 20 million related to Russiagate impeachments. Oh, they spent 20 million on the Russiagate thing. I'm pretty sure that was that was fake news, wasn't it? Was that Christopher Steele made that up? Anyways. 20 million for a Sesame Street show in Iraq. That seems like a lot. 19 to promote inclusion in Vietnam. Oh, I mean, I want Vietnam to be included. 17 million to provide tax policies to Liberia. Okay. 10 million to Al Qaeda. That seems like a little more we should have spent there. Politico got 8 million. 8 million to Politico. I wonder what they would do with $8 million. Next. 2 million for sex changes in Guatemala. That seems like a little more than probably needs to be done. And Siberia's communities got 1.5 million so they can advance their DEI. I mean, Siberia, I don't know how diverse and inclusive they are in Siberia. Message retracted. Oh my God. Must have been a good one. I don't really mind all that. I want to know who got the kickbacks and if they're going to get in trouble. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm not even getting worked up over it until there's like Well, prosecutors and defendants. That's what I would like to see. What was I reading? It was great. And of course, it's the internet. You don't know if it's true. All right. Search terms in the Washington, D.C. that have gone up very, very, very recently. Because that shit's all tracked. It's all, you can search, you can look at it. Like, there's a term, you could call it, I don't know, sea turtles. You could watch how many people have been Googling sea turtles, and then all of a sudden it could spike when, like, it comes in the news. Like, oh man, everyone's looking at sea turtles. In Washington, D.C., like, offshore accounts has gone through the roof. Lawyers have gone, like, the searching for lawyers have gone through the roof. Statute of limitations has gone through the roof. And it's like, well, I mean, causation, correlation, blah, 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 blah. Right? I don't know how any of that shit works. I feel like we should go check the pizza. I'm going to try to pop this thing out of the tablet to make life a little easier here. If I end the stream, I apologize, because I do have an absolutely kick-ass... Oh, okay, yep. I have a pretty nice tablet mount. This thing is like... It has got some serious spring power. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Here we go. Give you the thumbs up on the way over. Here we go. Let's get in here and take a look. Oh! It's hard for me to get up and down off the ground. How's that looking? It's starting to melt a little bit. Temperature, we're in the 250, 260. The outside's centigrade. The top of this thing, I gotta throw up there, that's like 450 at the top. So it's very hot at the top. Due to the firebox being up there, there's a little soot over that, so try to get off the ground. I jacked my knee up the other day. It's hard to get off the ground. Oh, God. Here we go. Back in the old tablet. We've got to get one corner up there. Here we go. Oh, please. Please don't drop the tablet. It's so spring-loaded. I'm just like, I can definitely see this thing going across the room. Just like, launched. Whatever. What are we going to talk about next? I can't talk about how the people that aren't elected to run the world are running the world more than I do. I already talk about it too much. How long does it take to make the breakfast pizza? How long can you make the live stream? Well, the pizza's been cooked for 5 minutes. I mean, essentially, the eggs, you know, I like my eggs runny, so if the eggs don't get cooked all the way, that's fine. The sausage is cooked. I cooked the sausage. The croissants would be better if they were properly cooked. There's no doubt. Let me see the, like, what does the croissant paper say you're supposed to do? Here we go. Oven, 375 for 10 to 13 minutes. So it's going to take longer than 10 to 13 minutes because we're not at 375 at the bottom. Oh man, I gotta put these eggs away. Actually, let's talk about these eggs some more. We got all sorts of stuff here. Oh, all right, here we go. Are you ready for this? These eggs. Oh, it's backwards. Hold, please. Here we go. These eggs are CASEFS compliant. That's the California Shell Egg Food Safety Compliant. Holy Jesus. They're made in Iowa, though. I love that. Apparently they got a California, a Texas, a Louisiana, and a Washington distributor. Got till April 4th to eat these eggs. Yep, that is honestly the most fanciest eggs I've ever... I mean, you want to know how to make something expensive? Make it California compliant. If you want something to be the most expensive, make it California compliant. And at that point, you've achieved maximum expensiveness. Oh well. What else fun's happening? Oh, I know. In my video game, man, holy cow. It's they used to call it mid-year mayhem. Was they used to do a thing like halfway through the year. There was a big event in the PvP section. They changed it to like white strikes now. And they do it multiple times a year. But it's like a section of time when if you come into PvP, you get extra in-game bonus stuff, and it really pumps the numbers up, and it gets crazy. Lots more people play. People that normally don't play PvP. So there's always easy people to kill. It's hilarious. Like it started on Thursday. I ran group Friday. God, that was one of the best times I've had in so long. It was wild. At one point we had started 3 groups, so 12 band in the groups, so that's 24 people minimum, and then I think we had like 3, so we were probably running 25 deep for a little bit. Servers were completely locked. There's 3 alliances, so there's like maximum reds, maximum blues, maximum yellows. I play for yellow. And me and my closest 27 friends there, we proceeded to kick the dicks off of all. It was so much fun. I mean, obviously we lost a couple fights, because what are you going to do? I think I played till 12:30. I ran Crown for 6 hours straight. And if I hadn't been falling asleep, I would have kept going because it was that much fun. I think I made 1 million AP in that one night. It was wild. Nothing but non-stop fun. I mean, saving shit, preventing stuff, making the difference the whole time. The whole time it was wild. At one point, we put 2 rams out, which I've never even seen in my life. Like, the game glitched. We had 2 rams, which can't happen. That was pretty funny. I played last night. That was about one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. It's just like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I never thought I would say it, but I'm not enjoying playing on Saturday nights anymore. I don't know what it is that's happened to that group. It's like, it's wild. And it used to be one of the funnest groups to play with, and now it's like, I don't know what it is with the people that are in charge. Like, I don't know if it's the attitudes. I don't know what it is. Like, there's something magical about getting together with a group of people to play, and then having the people leading the group talk about how much they don't like playing the game, they like doing something else. It's just like, oh my God. I'm lost for words. It's just like, my God, like, White Strikes is the event of the year. Our campaign is essentially one of the places to be for that campaign. That's where the action is. And they're like, oh, let's go to a different campaign. I'm like, dude, I am not interested. I have zero interest in going to one of those shitter side campaigns. Like, I don't know how to explain it to people. Like, not everybody plays video games the same. I get it. I understand that. I know some people play video games twice a week. I get that. Fantastic. But there are some people who play often and are on leaderboards and are established in the campaign as a person who plays that campaign. I'm one of those. I don't know if anybody knows this or not. In every guild that I am in, I am probably one of the most recognized players in that campaign. And one of the guilds I play with doesn't want to even play that. I'm just like, what is the point of playing with you people? Like, I don't even understand it anymore. I literally don't even understand. It's wild to me. It's wild. It's like, oh no, let's go to a dead campaign so we can beat up on. It's like, dude, I want to run in a group that fights the hardest groups. That's what I would. I don't want to run from a campaign. I really don't. And the reason I know that you don't have to do that is because I literally led group on Friday, and we fought those same groups all night long. I don't know what to say about. I don't know what to say about who was running Saturday, but I ran Friday, and it was the same group of people. It was the same people on. And my group didn't leave. We fought all night long for 6 hours straight, and we did mostly winning. Sometimes we got bombed. I mean, they bomb. It's a bomb fest. But I don't know what to say to people anymore. It's like, if we can't just steamroll people, I don't want to play. Is how I feel. It's like, oh my God, dude. If we're not steamrolling, I'm taking my ball and going home. Like, I don't play that way. If I'm getting steamrolled, I just try to play harder. Try harder, man. Woo! Like, whatever. I left last night. I left the group. I played to the 10 o'clock like I promised I always would. It's just like, I don't know if people understand that, like, I don't have to do anything in my life. And this is true for anyone watching this stream. I don't have to do anything. Nobody can make me do anything in life, especially on a video game. Like, come on. Get out of here with that shit. The queues, yeah, there are queues. You have to wait, but I don't know what to tell you about queues. If there's a line on an event that happens multiple times a year and everybody knows, maybe show up a little earlier and you get in line. No, you can't. If you're busy, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I mean, there was like 2 people who couldn't get in last night. That sucks. I've been there. Game doesn't work, can't get in. But to like, whatever. It's just eye rolling. It's just eye rolling. Just like, you know. And in all my groups, there are people who play a lot. And like they have a pulse for what's going on. Like, hey, I've been on for 3 or 4 days. What's going on? Nope, there's hardly any of that. And no one's asking. It's just like, we're here. And it's like, well, you might not want to do that. You're going to probably get your head stomped in. Like, let's go there and get our head stomped in like 7 times in a row, then get mad and leave. It's like, there's 3 factions you can do. There's 3 full servers. There's endless fights going on that map. Endless. They're all over. There's people sitting at Outpost having 12-man groups fight 12-man groups right now. I know, everywhere. The whole map. Because there's 3 full servers. It's just wild. And it's like, I watch it happen, and I think to myself, why? Jesus Christ. I had the audacity of pointing out my position on the leaderboards, and I know some of you guys watched it. I had an upper management like shit talk me. What do you get for that? It's like, what do I get for being on the leaderboard? Well, I'm playing a video game, and there's a thing called the leaderboard, and that's where the people who have made the most alliance points in the campaign get their name listed. That's what I get out of that. It's like, it's called playing a video game. It's like, what do you get for winning in a bowling match in a bowling alley? What do you get? It's like, what do you get for bowling in a bowling alley? Like, you get to go to the bowling alley and you bowl, and if you beat somebody, you won. Like, what do you get? Like, what do you get? What do you get? Like, I think my answer is not being a shitter. Like, I think, yeah. Good luck to everybody. Cheers to everyone on that one. What do you get? What do you get for being a recognized person in a category of things to do? What do you get? I don't know. I think so many people are used to being mediocre. I'm not used to it live. I'm not used to doing anything and not being like good at what I'm doing. It's really hard for me. I don't do that well. I don't do mediocrity and bullshit very well. It's just not something I do very well at all. Let's see how we're doing on this. What do you get? What do you get? What do you get if you cook a breakfast pizza? What do you get? I don't know, you get breakfast pizza? What do you get? I mean, I don't know what to tell anybody anymore. It's just like... The crazy part is there's lots and lots of guilds that play that game. I'm not sure if it's better than any other guilds. I'm allowed to have 5 guilds, and I'm thinking about joining another guild, just to see if like the blasé-faire ridiculousness is in all guilds. Like I would just like to find a guild where like the people that ran the guild were pumped to be there and wanted to win. That's what I want. I want the people who lead group to be pumped to be there. I want the people who are in group to be pumped to be there, that want to win, that want to do, and it's just like, whatever. It's just like, oh man, good luck. I'll probably keep showing up. But Jesus Christ, dude, like my give a fuck is about at 0, honest to Christ. Like the whole hierarchy of all things involved in video games, as far as like, just whatever. I wish that pizza was done because I am starving. I'm down to 1 cup of coffee left. Let's get something to poke it with. Now that I'm done crying about my elite video game playing friends. Like, God almighty. And I get people are busy, they gotta do shit. Like, I get that, but like, you know, whatever. It's just like, I just don't even, excuse me. try to get this camera a bit lower as we go in here for the probe check. I think I'm going to use the end of this one and see if we get any like eggs sticking to it. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, it's looking like extraordinarily not cooked, so that's gonna have to go a little longer. That's looking liquidy as hell. Here we go. I don't know if I filmed that or not. Super liquid on that. That's not what you want. That is not what you want in life, kids. Let's try to re-establish the tall the tripod back up to the standard height. It's not as easy as you'd think. Alright, so what else is going on in the world? I think I wrote some stuff down. Let me see if I can find my notes. There was something I found out about that was just like blowing my mind the other day. Oh, yeah, check this out. Did you hear about this? In Bridgeport, Connecticut? This is, and I'm not making this shit up at all. This is crazy. There was a dude named Tyree Smith. And Tyree Smith got arrested for murdering and eating somebody. Cannibalism. He ate their brains and one of their eyeballs. Went to trial, he pleaded not guilty because of insanity, which, that's a tough one, because, like, how does someone get in trouble for cannibalism and not be perceived as a crazy person? You know what I mean? Because, like, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, he pled innocent due to craziness, got stuck in the crazy bin, or whatever they stick people that plead guilty, but became technically he was acquitted due to insanity. Went to the facility, has been treated, has been participating in the things that you participate in, and has been deemed cured, and he's been let out on conditional release. Am I the only one? Like, what? How does that work? Like, do you get to kill and eat people if you're crazy and then be cured and be let go? I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's crazy, and I know crazy people do crazy stuff, but I think if you're crazy and you kill and eat somebody, you just don't ever get to leave. Like, that's just, is that a rule? Like, am I the only one that thinks that way? That seems really weird to me. Yeah, ate a dude. Killed somebody and ate them, and now they're going to be let free on a conditional release, which means they have conditions they must follow. It's just like, makes you wonder, like, if you just go off the handle hard enough, do you get to go free after a while? Like, I'm trying to think of the scenarios where you could be arrested for cannibalism and not get let free for insanity. Like, you know what? I was really I just wanted to eat the guy. Like, I thought this through. He looked tasty. I am of sound mind. It's like, well, that can't be real. I mean, if you do any crime, couldn't you say that you were crazy to do it? Like, I always thought the pleading innocent due to insanity just meant that you just didn't go to jail. You went to the insane asylum and you were, like, locked in a padded room or whatever forever. I didn't realize that you got a get out of jail free card once you sat through group long enough and nodded your head when they said and took the pills they gave you. Like, that's wild. That's super wild. Whatever. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Oh, what was it? Stephen King's back on Twitter. Did you guys hear that? He's back on Twitter? I didn't think he was ever coming back. I mean, he made a big huff when he left. I didn't think he was coming back, but turns out he's back. I mean, that made international news that that guy's back. He's back. You ever been on a social media where someone announced they're leaving? You ever seen that? Someone makes an announcement. I'm taking a leave of this. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh, let me get a note. You're leaving? Okay. When do you expect to be back? Are you pleading insanity? And do you think you'll get conditional release when you come back. Like, I'm leaving. I mean, yeah, see you later. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this website. It's like, here you. Okay, well, you. Okay. I'm leaving. Sometimes in life, you announce you're leaving and then you come back. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. Well, I'm back. It's like, well, I guess we should let him back in. I don't know. I don't use Twitter. It's just like, it's kind of funny. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. Well, I forgot to set the timer again. I'm sitting here yapping my lips. Put a 10-minute on that guy. Let's see if we can drop the tablet again, and we'll go for a camera. We're getting some brown cheese. I'm noticing brown cheese on top. We're getting brown cheese. Brown cheese makes me a little nervous, and we're getting brown crust. I don't know if we're getting the heat penetration in the middle though. Let's grab our fork and give it the old hold please. I'm gonna give it the old, don't use that part of the towel to wash your hands anymore, kids. Here we go. Is the breakfast? Well, we're gonna find out. Calm down. Calm down. Oh man, I didn't think about how bad my knee hurts right now, and I have to get on my hands and knees to check this damn pizza over and over. Here we go. Let's give it the old poke. Well, that came out much cleaner. Still a little liquidy. It's got to go a little longer. I got a feeling there's going to be angry burnt parts and undercooked parts. Oh, I got a message from somebody. What does it say? Might have to throw it in the microwave. Never. I will never microwave that. Do you think I made a... I was watching a live stream of someone trimming trees. Oh, nice. Yeah, trimming trees is a thing. I mean, those frozen hash browns may have been the end of me. I may have not have should have done that. Microwave? Ooh, how would that work? I mean, microwave does cook it from the inside out. I made 15 minutes, then I forgot about it for a little bit. This thing said cook it for like 20 something. I'm trying to figure out how am I open this up right to that. Like 2 times in a row, you just open up right to the exact spot. This just seems like absolutely. What is this? Handwritten recipe there. That's always good news. Oh, there it was. Breakfast pizza. Where'd you go? I just saw it. There it is. 20 to 30 minutes at 375. I didn't think this part of the stream through when I planned this that it would take that long. For some reason, I thought it would take less long. Oh well. Sometimes it takes long. What else are we talk about? So, got some contacts from some corporations recently involving my channel, which is always fun. That's one aspect of having this channel that I never really thought about when I started it, would be that, well, I guess the way it works is you have your channel and you're nobody doing nothing. And then you like, I mean, it's all relative. So like, when you do something in life, no matter what it is that you do, and you do it without filming it, it gets done. If no one's there to watch you do it, then only you see you do it, and only you saw it get done. If there's someone else in the room with you when you do something, they get to enjoy what you're doing as you do it while they're in the room. That's like you and another person or other people. Sometimes your results get viewed by other people. That's a real thing. If you film yourself doing something by yourself, you get to see yourself doing it and you film it. Once again, if there's people in the room while you're filming, they get to see you while you do it and it's filmed. And then if it's a thing that can be observed afterwards, other people can enjoy what you've done by observing the results of what you've done, and it's filmed. But if you post it to the internet and nobody watches it, it's still you, it's still the people in the room, it's still the people seeing the results. But if one extra person watches that video, now that's 2 people saw it, or the people in the room plus 1, or the results plus 1. And it starts growing from there. Then it's 3 people, then it's 4 people, then it's 5 people, then it's 6 people. The numbers keep going up as the views happen. Sometimes 10 people watch your thing. Well, that's 10 more that watched you do it by yourself, whatever. You do that long enough, and people start clicking on a little button. They subscribe to you after 1,000 subscriptions and so many crazy hours. I don't know what it is. I'll be honest with you. The hours thing is much harder to do than the subscriptions thing. People don't realize that. A lot of people are just like, oh, I gotta get 1,000 subscribers. Good luck. That's easy. 1,000 subscribers, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The hard part is the hours. Here, you guys may not realize this. Let's here we go. Cancel. How many hours of view time do you need to get into the AdSense program for YouTube? Let's find out. Oop. AdSense? No, I didn't say absence. I said AdSense. My stupid computer can't hear what I'm saying when I'm speaking to it. All right, 4,000 of valid hours. 4,000 hours. Are you aware of how many hours that is? 4,000. Here, let's do some math real quick. Here we go, clear. If you work 8 hours a day, and you're a maniac, and you work 7 days a week, times 7, that's 56 hours. If you do that for 52 weeks, I believe that's how many there are, that's 2,900 hours. So if you work an 8-hour shift every single day, and we just do the 8 times 365, clear, 8 times 365, that's 2,900. That's like 3,000 hours. So an 8-hour shift of watching my channel for a year straight does not get you enough hours to qualify. Like, wrap your head around that shit for a second. That's a lot. So you have to have 4 hours, and it's a continuing cycle of a year. So like, you must maintain that for a whole round time, right? Okay. So let's say you do that. Fantastic. You get your 4,000 hours, which is batshit crazy, and you get your subscribers. Then you start earning a couple pennies. They give you some pennies. So like, that's cool. And to go back to what I'm talking about, this is the layers of being a YouTuber. It's like, you start with nothing. And then at some point, someone's going to contact you and be like, hey, we want to send you something. Can you make a video? And I promise you, if that ever happens, you're going to be like, yay! That's kind of where I'm at now. What I'm waiting for next is people to start paying me to do shit. And like, I don't have enough, I don't know, haven't got it yet. I've had people like kind of dance around the subject. They kind of lean toward they don't want to pay anybody to do anything, and I get it. The problem I got is the people sending me shit, I kind of want the shit, so like, I mean, I can say no and get nothing. I can demand to be paid to do it and get nothing. I suppose if I can figure out how to make them pay me, I can make some money and get the item. So anyways, so this week I received a bag for my side-by-side, which I actually wanted, which is wild, because I needed it. It's like, holy shit, I got what I wanted. And this is super wild. I got contacted by a company that wanted to send me tie downs for a Polaris Ranger because a person I knew went side by side with me with a Polaris Ranger. They saw the Polaris Ranger in my video and they thought I had a Polaris Ranger. They're going to send me tie downs that drop into the round parts of the Ranger bed, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you can send me that shit if you want to. And they were kind of like, well, I don't know. Something about it was like, do you have a Polaris Ranger? I was like, no. It was like, do you have something that fits us? I was like, no. They're kind of like, well, then why would we send it to you? I was like, you can send me whatever you want. I'll open your box, talk about your shit, resell it, whatever I want to do with it. And then, like, a couple more emails, I was like, well, I've got one of these machines and one of those machines, blah, 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 blah. Well, it turned out the company also makes adjustable brackets for off-road vehicles on for holding flags or light whips. And I was like, ooh! That's something I kind of need right now because my spare tire rack has 2 tabs on it, but they're the wrong size holes. And I really don't want to drill those holes because the powder coating is so nice. Once you drill that powder coating's gone, then it's going to rust and it's going to just the whole thing. And this company's like, well, we've got CNC cut aluminum brackets but we're about to release a new product made of stainless steel. And I was like, oh, stainless steel, like, whatever. We'll send you the stainless steel ones. I'm thinking, big shiny stainless steel, like, whatever. They sent them to me. Oh my God. They're painted black. They're beautiful. They're exactly what I wanted. They work perfect. It's just like, holy shit. The only thing weird is the box didn't have any instructions, so like the video is going to be put out probably tomorrow. Of me opening the box, like, oh, how the hell does this shit work? And then I think I actually did a second video of me like actually making it work. But who trims the trees at the house? Who's got 2 thumbs and a beard? This guy. Who does everything at the house, bud? You watch my channel? Like, come on now. I'm making my own pizza. Oh God, here we go. Reversed, and we're checking. Got that nice golden brown. Here we go. Watch the knees bending down. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me some cooked eggs. Where's that? That's looking pretty good. It doesn't have the, I mean, it's coming out slightly moist, but it's not coming out wet. We'll give it a little longer. We'll give it a little longer. Oh, God. Sorry. So that's kind of crazy. Like, 2 items I actually hadn't purchased yet for my side-by-side that I was like, I'm going to have to buy this shit. I actually got sent to me. And then, like, another company, like, out of nowhere, like, all, like, I feel like it comes in spurts. Do 5 minutes. Another company contacted me, and they were like, they want to send me lithium polymer batteries for my RCs. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say no to anyone who wants to send me some stuff. Be my guest. And so, like, they're like, okay, perfect. So, like, they sent me another email. This is what we want to send you. We want to send you a charger, and we want to send you a LiPo battery, basically what I run on my Macs. But it had a tip that, like, I don't use, and I was like, I mean, send me whatever you want. I don't care. I could charge the thing, but I'm not going to use it. I just wrote, you know, if you put this type of, if you send me the version with this, I can use it better. But like, I don't know. I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know what they're doing. The one company didn't send me any information. The package just showed up one day. And I didn't know. I was just like, the hell is this? And the bag people, they're pretty good at like giving me tracking numbers. The bag thing was kind of weird. I'm not gonna say any names of companies because I don't want to disparage anybody, and I mean, I guess you can figure out who they are, and they can figure out who they are. But like, they contacted me, they showed me a thing. I was like, "That's cool. I will do it, but you got to send me 2. Don't send me 1 bag. That's not. I don't want 1 bag. I want 2 bags. I want 1 for each corner. If you don't send me 2, I ain't doing the goddamn thing." And they're like, "No problem. We'll send you 2." And I was like, "Perfect. That's worth my time to get 2 bags so I can enjoy them." I get the package, it's got 1 bag in it. And it's also, the zipper was weird, like, and I started filming the unboxing, I got it out, looked at the zipper, and I was like, this zipper's fucked, like, it's just like, it was zipped on both sides, but then the zipper was split open. I'm like, that ain't, like, nobody wants that in their video, like, nah. So I stopped the video, contacted them, they were like, can you wiggle it? And I'm like, I already, like, I stopped the video, because, like, I don't think you want that. Well, it turns out, I think it had to do with the way the thing was sewn. They connect the zipper all together, and then they sew it in so it's nice. Then, like, all I had to do was go zinc zonk, and it was fixed, kinda, essentially. I mean, it was. But I already stopped the video and all that. It was like, so they sent me another one. Yay! What do we got here? Can you do a tree trimming live stream? Oh, man, live stream trees? Nope. Because when the tree falls on you and kills you, and you're live streaming, you're dead under the tree. I have filmed myself. There are a lot of me cutting trees on my channel. You can go and search that. I mean, I've got some chainsaw cutting whole trees down videos. I know I do because I cleared the whole forest behind me, videotaped all that shit. I go to my channel, find the little search icon and type chainsaw or something. There's tons of videos of me running a chainsaw. Can you do a lawn mowing video live stream? See, the stream don't make it to the yard. I can't get an internet connection that far. I tried live streaming to the garden one time, and like it doesn't work. I can videotape and put it up, just no live stream. So anyways, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh, the package, yeah, the stuff. But the second one they sent didn't have any tracking, so I mean, whatever. I don't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is that makes companies think that they can agree to something and then not do it. I mean, I said, send me 2. They said, no problem, we'll send you 2. Then they sent me 1. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I wrote back, I was like, well, when you sent the 1 bag, it came with a bad zipper. It turned out it wasn't a bad zipper. It was just my initial perception was that it was bad. It was just, whatever, it doesn't matter. The zipper was not bad. It just looked bad. All right, let's go check the pizza. Oh, man. It's looking extra brown. Downtown Pizza Brown. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? I need to clear some stuff out here. Let's get this in position. I feel like Steve 1989. Let's get this out on a plate. Anybody know who that guy is? The guy eats MREs. I think it's Steve 1989. Is that who it is? Let's play this up. Okay. Let's cut in front of the camera. Let's film our back where we get the hot pads out. Okay. We're going to be using silicone grabs. Like, I think this was cooked long enough, hasn't it? 20, 30 minutes? What time is it? How long have we been streaming for? I can't even read this thing anymore. What's it say? 86 minutes. I swear I could go back and see what time I put it in. I'm not going to film myself carrying it. You're just going to have to live vicariously through the 2 cups of drinks there. Hold please. Here we go. Oh, please don't get dropped. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Yeah, that was getting a little crispy on the edges there, so that had to come out. We're calling that good. Little Cajun in the back. That got a little Cajun. There is no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Now, if I was a rational person, I would let that cool off for just a little bit, wouldn't I? But I feel irrational right now. Now, this takes me back to middle school. How many pieces do you cut it up into? If you cut up into more pieces, you get more pieces. My middle school math teacher used to say he liked to order pizza for the pizza place and then give him the number of pieces he wanted to count to, and then he'd say a high number, say, well, we don't think we can eat that many pieces. And have the person on the other end's brain break. Cut it into 6, because I don't think we can eat 8. I'm going to burn my finger. So it's dawning on me that the back of the thing cooks faster than the front. I probably should have rotated this part way through. I'm going to cut a skinny sliver here because I like to eat this cold. And I can eat more cold pieces if I cut a couple of them smaller. Does that make sense? If you cook breakfast pizza, what do you get? What do you get? If you burnt the edge of the pizza, what do you get? You get burnt pizza. I always forget, like, sometimes people don't ever, do anything in life. Like, not everyone played high school sports and never got to go to state. Never, What do you get? I guess you just get used to it in life if you never do anything. If if you never get, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to feel bad for people who have never done anything like, I'm not gonna lie. I used to do a lot of art shows, and like when I would enter an art competition, I just assumed I was gonna win. And when I didn't win, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" Because normally I was either got the award or came in second or third. I was always in the top tier. Like that's just how my life is. I just assume I'm winning. Like, okay, whatever. All right, let's take a look. How do we do? Our croissant is slightly stuck, but not. It's not terminal. It's mainly first scoop-itis, I think is what I got a case of here. I got a case of first scoop-itis. Yeah, that was probably good to come out sooner, maybe. I don't know. Let's get over here. Let's get in this thing and take a look at it. Let's lower the camera down. Let's get in there. How are we looking? Oh, my God. OMG. Oh, my God. Let's get this detritus out of here first. That's just all. Okay, potato. Big chuck. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Got a little crisp to the top. Turns out that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Burning my mouth hot. Oops, sorry. Whatever. I'm not sure if it's the amazing eggs. I think what makes it so good is the sweetness of the croissant. The savory of the eggs and sausage. I guess technically sausage. I just got a hint of that potato. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the potato in there. The potato is definitely worth the addition. Whatever. Here we go. Man alive. Hard to get good help these days. What do you get? I know what I just got. I don't have a half and half open. Oh, please. We're just going to stream whatever I'm doing there while I go to half and half. Okay, here we go. Like, the crazy part is, like, I didn't realize this yesterday. Like, it got warm yesterday. I didn't realize that. It's been, like, Arctic cold, like, negatives. And it's just been nothing but freezing. And I finally had turned more heat on in the house because it was just so goddamn cold. And then, like, I forgot about checking the weather because it's just been cold forever. And, like, it was like 40 degrees yesterday, and I didn't know I had all the heat on. I was like, why is it so hot in my house? Whatever. It's kind of funny. I definitely overcooked that. Oh, please. Just a little splash more is all I wanted. There we go. My roof still started melting. It was going down my downspouts. Clogged my tubes. My tubes froze solid. The water was pouring everywhere. Had to turn my tube heaters on. Probably ought to go do that again. Get that going. All right. Breakfast pizza's done. That's a wrap. All done. Way too long. Is it cooled off? I can take a bite of it. That's hot. Oh my God. It's super good. If you caught the live stream, thanks for watching. If you missed it, sorry you missed it. If you watched the re-upload, hopefully it didn't hurt anybody's feelings. Ooh, you hurt my feelings. Sometimes feelings get hurt. Don't give a shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of make-believe stuff. Like, give me a break. Peace out. Stay safe. Have fun. See you next time.